Hi there, I'm Russ from Naperville Music. In our family, guitars aren't just instruments, they're storytellers. Every now and then one comes along that holds more than just music, it holds memories. And today I'd like to share a story that's very close to me. The journey of my dad's Fender Jazzmaster, a rare Burgundy Mist beauty that had disappeared for decades and somehow found its way back home. So in the mid-1960s, my dad was just a high school kid working at Roselle Music in Roselle, Illinois. It was sometime around late 1965 or early 66 when he bought a brand new Fender Jazzmaster straight off the rack. It had a finish unlike anything else he had ever seen. It was Burgundy Mist Metallic, a rare custom color that cost a little extra, but to him it was beautiful, it was unique, and it was his. Back then, teen clubs were the heartbeat of Chicago's youth culture. My dad had gigged all over the area with this guitar, but image mattered. A purple guitar didn't quite scream rock star at the time. The players everyone admired were slinging sunburst or black strats at the time. So like any other teenager trying to fit in, he sanded down that shimmering finish and spray painted it black. You might ask, why would he do such a thing? Well, back then it wasn't a collectible, it was just a working instrument. He played it for a few years, but by 1968 he had moved to a Les Paul Custom and he set the Jazzmaster aside. Not long after, he loaned it to his cousin Mark Syverson, who was getting back into playing. Mark kept it for decades, using it in bar bands around Minnesota before eventually switching to bass and tucking the Jazzmaster away in storage to be forgotten. Every so often my dad would think about this old guitar, especially knowing what a rare color it originally was, and wondered if it had ever been sold long ago. He told himself it was probably gone forever. But then in 2018 at my Aunt Gail's funeral, his cousin Mark pulled him aside. Out by his car, he opened the hatch and handed him a brand new vinyl gig bag. "This is for you," he said. Of course my dad laughed. After all, he owned a music store, why would he need another gig bag? But Mark insisted, "Open it." Inside was his old Jazzmaster, still in its black spray-painted skin. The neck was perfectly straight and it felt smaller than he had remembered. During a remodel, Mark had rediscovered the guitar tucked away in his garage, and he decided it was finally time to return it home. For decades, this guitar was lost to time, but now it's home again. Today it rests safely here at Naperville Music, our family-owned music store. If you look really closely, you can still see traces of that original Burgundy Mist finish beneath the pickguard and in hidden corners, a reminder of the rare, beautiful guitar it once was. After all these years, that guitar reminds me that music just doesn't fade away. It finds its way back to where it belongs. For me, the Jazzmaster isn't just a vintage guitar, it's a piece of my family's history. It's a reminder of my dad, of time, and of the stories that connect us all. Thanks for being part of this story, and for sharing in a little piece of our journey here at Naperville Music.